Hey everybody, it's Travis speaking. We're going to take a look at a process today that comes across a BIM manager's plate every now and then. Basically, you're receiving a model from outside of your office that you know your staff are going to have to get into over the course of the project, but it's just out of the box setup. You can see I'm in my template right now, so it's got a little bit of my office logic in it. If I come over here to this sample file, it just looks like it's out of the box, right? So there's bare bones stuff in here. We were able to transfer the view templates from our template file the other day, but we want to just get back and take a look at some of the other things that we're able to transfer using the IMAGINIT utilities tool model updater. Okay, so we've got our view templates in there, but one of the things that I'm going to see often enough is imperial versus metric projects. And so this project right now is an imperial. I want to bring it over to metric. We don't have work sets in this file, so you can see in my template, when I come over here, I click on my work sets, it brings up a list. What over here, this was just work shared from a single user BIM, so I only have work set 1 and shared views, levels, and grids. So I'm going to want to start to allocate to the different work sets that I use in my office. I'm going to need to put those in there, and I don't want to do that the old-fashioned way, so we'll take a look at that. And then the other thing, I guess, is line weights too. I'm going to probably want to bring my line weights over and my object styles so we can see if we can accomplish all of that in one transfer process. Let's take a look. Okay, so here's my source model listed as it's the other file currently open. I'm going to go to my action list here and click on plus, and at the top you can see I've got another set of lists here from this drop down here. So I want to bring in copy work sets. I'm just going to say save, and oh, I got to hit new action here first. And then units, we'll bring that in, we'll save that, new action. Now let's see, what was the other one we wanted to get? Was line weights, I believe. Okay, so for this one, I think line weights, this first one, it's under transfer project standards. So if you go to this list and you don't see what you're trying to bring over, then chances are it's directly in project standards. So I'm going to come in here and say check none, and I'm just going to go through the list quick and determine what I want out of this. Okay, so I'm going to grab my project browser organization settings. I'm going to do what I'm trying to do basically is make this file my office standard, or at least make it so that it's close to what we're used to. Little things that'll trip people up, like phase settings, if they don't have the line styles in there that they're used to, level types, we'll switch that over. So I'm just grabbing like a handful of things here, and more system settings than families, because we're not actually going to document this model. It would be like linked into another file. So we got object styles here. What's the other one I was looking for? Was line weights. Interesting. Line and text attributes. I'm not even seeing it. Up here. Okay, I'll come back for line weights after. Maybe that's just, maybe I'm missing something. Okay, let's save that one. Alright, now if I'm happy with the list that I have, okay, I'm going to say file, save as, and then in my model management folder here, because I'm going to use this again, I'm going to call this project file alignment, something to that effect, and then I can close this down. Now that should be in here. You can see from my previous test, got another one in there. So now I'm just going to run this on this current model that I have open. So if I say transfer, we should be able to see these changes happen pretty quick. Okay, I've expanded that. You can see the three things that I've chosen to do. All said success. So when I come over here and activate this view, first thing I see is the units have changed. So if I go up to manage and go over project units, we just verify everything else is in metric there. So that's kind of handy, very quick. And if we were to go in and apply a view template, let's see, overall plan. I don't have the scale in here, but I'll do that for the time being. You see the view scale change slightly, like the line type on the grid. It's just the difference between the 1/8 of an inch and 1 to 100. But what else? Work sets. So now you can see I've got my work sets in this file. Should be pretty quick to add those to the work sets. And then the other thing was the line weights, which we never really got to accomplishing from here. So at that point, if there is only one that I need, then I can just go back to the old method. Transfer project standards. You can see there it is. I'll say check none, and then go find line weights. But kind of odd that that's missing from the list. Let's just go back, take one quick look. So strange. Anyway, I wonder if it's line and text attribute. I'll have to test that out. Okay, so let's say save as. Alright, let's just call this line and text attribute. Interesting how long it's taking to save. Okay, so let's close this out. Now from the action list, I'm going to try something else. So because I have this saved, I should be able to hit cancel. And now we need to come back over here and go to manage additional settings, take a look at my line weights, and you can see there's a whole bunch of them in here, right? So if I'm going to bring them over to test this, I actually have to make some changes here. So I'm just going to delete all these, or delete as many as I can. Probably have to have at least one, right? But we'll leave something kind of silly. Now you can see my line weights have changed at 1 to 100. Now let's go back and do that again. So IMAGINIT, model updater, action list. Oh no, okay, well, let's try this again. So we'll bring that back in. We'll say check none. Line and text attributes. Resave this. Okay, let's try it again. So line and text attributes, current model, transfer. Says it succeeded, but did it do anything that we want? Okay. Well, sorry. Manage additional settings, line weights, no dice. Okay, so that test failed. You know what, let's not belabor this. We got some good stuff. There's just the work sets and the units would have saved us a ton of time. If we had to do that on a bunch of projects, we would not want to do that one by one. So anyway, I'm loving this tool. I still have some stuff that I got to talk to the guys at IMAGINIT about, but otherwise, if you're using IMAGINIT, if they're your reseller and you don't have the utilities, you really want to get these onto your computer because they're a huge time saver. So shout out to IMAGINIT, and shout out to you guys for watching. If there's anything you guys want to see, BIM management topics you want to see me cover, please leave them in a comment. Hit subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and hopefully we'll see you back soon for another one. Thanks for watching. Bye now.